Okay.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And a pleasant good evening live from the Lawton High Gym, site of this showdown tonight between the Midwest City Bombers and the Lawton High Wolverines. It's a doubleheader night tonight, so glad you could join us along for the ride as football's kind of coming to its completion. We only got one championship series left on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and we've got two teams in the network that is still vying for a gold ball, and that's the Elgin Owls. They'll be playing Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock, and the Carl Albert Titans, who will be playing the Guthrie Blue Jays 7 p.m. in Class 4A and 5A. But basketball is the premier tonight. Looking forward to a great matchup, starting with the girls and then following up with the boys, where we've got the Midwest City Bombers. They are defending state champions. That's right, winning it all last year in a clash rundown of a lot of talent when you have Dell City, Lawton High, and Midwest City all coming in the same district. So we want to bring into the broadcast right now for the Midwest City Bombers. Play caller for both the football team and all of Mid-Dell basketball is Jordan Ray. Jordan Ray, you're going to give us a little showdown of what to expect tonight with both these teams.
Hey, Eric, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right, awesome. Well, I want to thank our crossover sponsors in the Midwest City area. That includes Tooney Buys Houses, where we buy homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to buy or sell home for any reason, call us today fresh for a cash offer. 405-931-3046 is the number. As well as Patrick Newby. The Newby Agency is your local Oklahoma Farmers Insurance Agency in Midwest City. They're family-owned and operated and have been serving the public for over 40 years now. Call them at 405-733-7671. I also want to thank Dynamic Health Clinic and Triple Elite Screen Printing. And the interesting thing about this girls' game coming up, Midwest City made state last year, but they got almost an entirely new team. Their best returning player, Seven Miller, is out. Will be out until January, but they're undefeated so far. They're 3-0, thanks to some new players coming in, including a move-in, Layla Jones, a 5'10 senior who looked pretty good in a win against Millwood earlier this week. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Also want to mention Dell City is playing at Altus right now in a very interesting girls matchup. So a lot going on right now basketball-wise on the network.
Thank you, Jordan, and we'll get back to him a little bit later on. He'll give the matchups of halftime with the boys, and then a recap of some of the girls as well. But giving a little rundown with Mid-Del City Schools, we've got 9 minutes during the warm-up session of this one, and we're excited to bring it to you. Our first presentation of basketball outside of Altus. Yeah, they had a game last week. They've got a game tonight, as you mentioned. All four on the network. We had Del City, Midwest City, Altus, and the Lawton High Wolverines, and we're excited to bring it to you. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
All right, back here at the Lawton High Gym as the coaches are there in midcourt explaining with the team captains of what to expect tonight. We got about 5.5 to go before we start this one, and an exciting one it is. The Midwest City Lady Bombers and the Lawton High Lady Wolverines, and we're excited to bring that. And then part of our doubleheader, we've got a good one, defending state champion, the Midwest City Bombers against the Wolverines. Both have something to prove in this district to find out the pecking order early. And I know it's early because basketball's just now getting started. And then they're going to take a holiday break, and they're going to get some tournaments in. And then when it comes to January, it always feels this way. It's fast and furious. You got to decide what's going to happen in your district, and then you got to punch your ticket to the regionals, area, state, and all the rest of that stuff. But it starts with this, and it starts with an establishment of a game such as this, kind of a prelude of what we should see for the remainder of the year. So we got 4:44 until we tip this one off for the Lady Wolverines and the Midwest City Lady Bombers, and we're excited to bring that to you as well. Going to be an exciting night for basketball on a Tuesday night. Got a lot of stuff going on right now on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It's free to download and free to watch. You can download the app. That's probably the easiest way to contact us as far as content. A lot of times people will go to the website, which is fine, at oksportsnet.com. But if you download the app on your phone, you can get it anywhere, and you can get all the content. Like right now, if we have Altus and Del City and Lawton High at Midwest City, you can bounce back between both of them by just downloading the app. If you're in your home, Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. For those who are watching on YouTube, thank you. Give us a little like, give us a follow, and you'll know every content that we put up with live sports is on the YouTube channel. And those who are on Facebook, give us a like, give us a follow. You'll be able to know how you can stay with us and then socially connect to us wherever you land. Is your landing platform regular X? Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? Give us a like, give us a follow. You'll be able to follow us there. We've got about 3.5 minutes before we have the end of the warm-up sessions and get ready for action, and we'll do that right after this timeout on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
When it comes to your new home or remodeling project, build it right with Comanche Home Center. Our professional staff can help you every step of the way to make sure you get the best lumber, tools, and supplies to tackle any job imaginable. Give us a call today for a free estimate. Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Well, welcome to the presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network between the Lawton High Lady Wolverines and the Midwest City Lady Bombers. Getting set to go. We'll have our national anthem and our introductions as the warm-up time is over. 7 minutes on the clock and getting ready after the national anthem and the presentation of the players. Get ready for basketball in the gym. December, there's nothing like it. So they're rising in presentation of colors and the national anthem. And we will be back to action in the tip-off right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport, just 1 mile to anywhere, offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking, and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures, all in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your mile to anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com. or call 800-433-7300.
All right, so now we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups of both, and we'll start off with the Lady Midwest City Bombers, the visiting team in all black. Just the gold M. We'll have the family on their warm-up jerseys, I noticed. And they'll have the gold outline trim in all black and gold numbers. The Lawton High Lady Wolverines will be in all white with red numbers. So Layla Jones gets the start. She's a 5'10 senior. Number 1, 5'8 senior, Chloe Knox. Number 2, a 5'7 freshman, Bailey Guthrie. Almost like the town, but not spelled the same. Number 3, a senior, 5'6, C.D. Johnson. Almost go right in a row, but we'll jump down to number 12, Kennedy Downer. She's a 5'5 junior. And that's the Midwest City Varsity Girls Basketball starting lineups. And so the Lady Wolverines going to get an introduction here at their home court. Freshman 0, Corey Barnes. Is Kima Davis. She's a freshman. Number 2 is Katie Wiggins. Number 3, she's a senior, Keelana Randall. Number 10 is she's a junior, Kamei Willis. And number 22, she's a senior, Imani Dickerson. And that's going to be under the direction of head coach Reggie Smith. We'll be set to go and set to action right here for the Lady Wolverines. We'll put 8 on the board and get ready for some great action. Up and down the floor on the court. As we said, just kind of the December is the start of really kind of finding who you are in the start of the season. I want to thank our sponsors with Trey Cuttett. He'll be our 3-ball and charity stripe sponsor. And Home Tech Solutions, one of our quarter sponsors. I want to thank them for their basketball support. Still looking for a couple of open opportunities for some basketball sponsorship. If you're interested, you can contact us via the email. Ball being tipped up at midcourt. Going to bring it down by the Midwest City Bombers. Top of the key, inside paint, outside corner from the opposite side. Just kind of, that's the low post, and that's deflected immediately by Willis. Loose ball into the hands of the Wolverines. So the Midwest City Lady Bombers come up short on their first possession down the court. And let's see what the Lady Wolverines are able to do with their first possession tonight. Give go underneath, and that's going to be a little bit too much off the glass. Rebounded Midwest City. Lady Bombers come down the court. Just kind of slowing the process just up a little bit. Going to let that one rain for three. No good. Tip out. It's going to go out of bounds and last touched by the Midwest City Bombers. Little fast break opportunity, coast to coast, takes it right to the rim, hits the edge of the rim, no good, rebound, and there's a jump ball call. So a loose ball on the floor, scoreless, up and down the court for these two. And we'll take it out from underneath. Just underway, 6:51, scoreless. Both teams having possession, but not able to come down with it. It's going to be a steal. Taken down the other way. Loose ball and a whistle called. And our first foul. That's Dickerson. She's going to pick up her first. And the team first. Remember, they had the change last year of the fouls per quarter, which was kind of a little a difference. It kind of sped the game up a little bit. I was kind of a fan of how they did that. Underneath, low post, a little bit too much. Rebounded Lady Wolverines, still scoreless, coming down the other end of the floor. With 6:26 left to go here in quarter one. She'll hold up and back up just a bit. Looks to try to engage, and that's going to be a tip out and out of bounds. So the Wolverines are still with a deflection for the Lady Bombers. Are going to still be able to inbounds. Looking for a little bit of help. Low post. Wiggins gets down to Wright. Wright gets that one tapped away into the hands of another steal by Midwest City Bombers. That's a couple of them tonight for turnovers, but not able to capitalize on any points. Still scoreless with 5:54 left to go in quarter number one. Lets that one go and up and in for the deuce. And it gets the Lady Bombers on the scoreboard first with a 2-0 lead. Going to drive against three. Turn around with a little hook inside the lane. No good. Off the rebounded pass is the Midwest City Lady Bombers. It's Knox. Knox will tap back, look back at Guthrie. Guthrie will look back at the bench. She'll call out the new play with 5:16 to go. Way downtown, three-ball look. Hits the glass, no good, but the putback up is good for two, and the rebound is good. By Layla Jones, the senior, 5'10" underneath, camped out underneath to have a 4-0 lead. 5 to go here in quarter one. Looks to drive. Oh, almost, and I think that's going to be a travel. Took a little extra step. She had it in the lane. Looked like she was going to try to pass, and, well, I think she was waiting for the possible reach-in for the deflection, but a turnover nonetheless. And the Midwest City Lady Bombers quickly down the floor. Very patiently trying to set this up between Knox, back up top to Downer. Outside corner, no good. Rebound by Layla Jones. There's a whistle on the floor. That goes out of bounds with her stepping out, and Midwest City with a turnover, and the Lady Wolverines with the ball. 4-0 lead, 4:34 to go in quarter one. Willis. Dish back out to Wright. Loose ball, and that's going to be on the line, and that's going to be a turnover out of bounds. So the Midwest City Bombers taking advantage of the turnovers. Lets that one rain a little bit too much off the glass. Put back with the rebound for Gabby Wright. Here comes the Lady Wolverines. Looks to try to engage. A lot of shuffling on a defense shift with man to zone, and that's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Wolverines, so the Bombers able to capitalize again, but even with as many turnovers that they've had, they've not been able to capitalize themselves, and it's still a 4-0 lead with 3:49 left to go in quarter one. Lets that one rain for a 3-ball, and it is good. It's a Trey Cutt 3-ball. Opportunity for the Midwest City Lady Bombers to expand their lead to 7. So scan the QR code and book your next appointment with Trey Cutt. Why haven't you let Trey cut it? Where appointments prevent disappointments. Back down on the other end of the floor, Lady Wolverines takes it coast to coast and gets a little bit of foul action, and will go to the line shooting 2. So that's Randall. She takes it all the way, and she'll get an opportunity to go to the line. Charity Stripe is brought to you by Trey Cutt, where appointments prevent disappointments. So Randall is able to knock home both of them to put the Lady Wolverines on the board for the first time tonight with a deuce. You know, you got to do it from the free throw line if you aren't able to successfully on the floor. You get as many free ones as you can, and a travel is called. So the ball will stay down on this end. The Midwest City Lady Bombers to take it out underneath their own goal. 2.5 to go. Relatively a decent fast pace. It's going to be touched out of bounds, and that's less touched by Midwest City. So the Lady Wolverines will have the advantage there. Going to go try to coast, pickpocket with a deflection from behind. Midwest City with the rebound steal, 2.5 to go. Lets that one, man underneath, wide open, puts it up with a whistle and the foul. There's that opportunity there. Going to go to the line shooting 2. First shot is no good. Second shot coming up. Lets that one go. Take it. The first one was a make. 9-2, Midwest City. It's been the Lady Wolverines only scored their point off of the charity stripe from the free throw line with 2.5 to go. Crosses the timeline. Outside edge, let that one rain off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Wolverines, and there is a jump ball called. Just enough to get a ball that's tied up, and the possession arrow will go in favor of the Midwest City Bombers. Lady Bombers with a 9-2 lead, 2:15 left to go, and with the ball. Welcome to the Lawton High Gym. Got some basketball in action, Altus and Del City, and this one right here. Going to be a great matchup with the boys' game tonight of the second of the doubleheader, so don't you go anywhere. Outside corner, lets that one fly. No. Misses the mark. Rebound, Wolverines. Lady Wolverines come back down the floor, and then that's stolen by Midwest City. Lady Bombers on a 2-on-2, splits the defender, puts it up, no good. Rebound. Wide open for a 3-ball look on the way, and hits that. And a Trey Cutt 3-ball. You can scan the QR code when you're fast enough and make your next appointment without the disappointment. So a steal coming back the other way, Midwest City with a quick up and in, and that should be a timeout because a run for the Lady Bombers is now 14-2 with 1:20 left to go. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you prepared for summer? We are.
Keep your air conditioner ready with a Miller Noble Heating and Air Maintenance Plan. We service all makes and models from Bryant, Carrier, and Lennox. Just need a repair? We can do that. Can't pay for it all at once? We offer financing plans too. Is it time to replace your old system? We offer free estimates on new systems. Click or call today and stay comfortable with Miller Noble Heating and Air.
All right, back to the Lawton High Gym where the Midwest City Lady Bombers have a nice, comfortable 14-2 lead. You can back out a little bit more. And the last out of bounds will be to the Wolverines' favor. Oh, nice pass underneath, but they're going to put that. Oh, and they try to get that in the middle lane, but well defended by the Lady Bombers. A little overthrow, but then finally up and rolls in. So Willis gets the roll, cutting it back to a 10-point lead, 14-4. 38 seconds left to go in quarter one. Lets that one fly just a little bit, and it's going to go out of bounds. With that, the Wolverines able to capitalize with the out of bounds. And now let's see if they cross midcourt, coming back down the other side. Too much in the traffic. That's going to be overthrown and a steal by Midwest City. Lady Bombers turn around, up, and that rolls in. And that's going to end quarter number one just like that in the books. It's a 16-4 Midwest City lead. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Get ready. It's time for the Billingsley Annual Gigantic Ford Sell-Off with the best prices of the year on all remaining 2024 models. Zero down, no payments for 90 days, and giant savings up to $10,000 on the 2024 new F-150 Platinum truck that out-tows, out-hauls any other truck in its class. Only at the Billingsley's Gigantic Sell-Off. Save thousands on all remaining new 2024 trucks in stock. Only at Billingsley Ford and Lawton, Duncan, and Altus.
Where sports is our middle name, we are the Oklahoma Sports Network, along with Greg Hitton, our videographer, myself, Eric Sherem, set for a great doubleheader tonight. Boys in action. We'll give you updates, too, about the Del City Altus matchup as well on the network. Have the opportunity a little bit as an over. Oh, and then we got a whistle. Trying to get going on the steal, and it's going to be a foul on the Wolverines. It's only going to be their second team foul. Going to be out of bounds. Taken out from the far side court. That gets stolen momentarily on the floor, and the jump ball is called. Lawton High Wolverines with the possession, and they'll take it out. Nope. Correct that. They'll take it. And Midwest City Lady Bombers will take it out. It's Guthrie. Tap inside. Top of the key. Outside. Corner. Down with a low post. Nice little dribble with a hard stamp. Loose ball on the floor. Picked up by the Lady Wolverines. Down the other end. Fast break opportunity. Oh, and then loses it. Unfortunately, Willis was not able to convert. The defender was kind of right in the way and took the ball away. Lets that one sail for a 3-ball. And a Trey cut it 3-ball opportunity for the Midwest City Lady Bombers will make it 19. Caught up a little bit tight defensively. Lets that one roll up and around. She backs away. Little touch from behind, a flexion, and that's going to be a travel called. So the Wolverines will take advantage. Let's see if they can convert that into points. It's a 19-4 Midwest City lead. And the start of the second quarter in your 7-minute quarters. Not a lot of fouls given in the first quarter of this matchup, making it going a little bit faster. Loose ball taken up by the Lady Wolverines. Gets that right up off the glass. A little bit too high and hard. She comes back for the defense, but right off the rim and out. So unfortunately didn't get a Wolverine roll. It's going to be out, tapped out. Midwest City Lady Bombers take it out here in near court. Top of the key. Looks for a new call. As Knox will dish that out for another Trey. I'll let Trey cut it 3-ball. Opportunity again, really lighting it up from the outside for the Lady Bombers. Wolverines trying to get a point in the second quarter. Almost stolen. Lets that one. Well, she got a little bit of help as Wiggins had to dish that out to Willis. Wiggins to Willis and a whistle on the floor. And it goes out of bounds. Slowly back that one away. Lets that one rain all alone for a 3. Why not? Back iron's no good, but the tip out goes out of bounds. And they're going to say Midwest City had the touch on of it last. Going to go way up top to Willis. Willis will take a run to it, and she will get fouled on the way in. And she'll shoot 2. Gets that one up and through that. Let Trey cut it. Scan the QR code and book your next appointment with Trey Cut It. Why haven't you let Trey Cut It? Where appointments prevent disappointments. Up and in. One thing's for sure, they're able to be perfect on the night from the charity stripe. Give the old broadcaster jinx, right? I did. I should have said it afterwards. So, made 3, missed 1, 22-5. Lady Bombers with possession and with the lead and a throw out. with 4:42 left to go here in second quarter. Well, I don't know if you're ready for the holidays or not. Got Thanksgiving done. You know what's next, Christmas. And there'll be a lot of these teams that will take a holiday break. And with that, basketball will see a lot of tournament action as they go to their prospective prospective tournaments, usually during that break, before or after. In fact, the Lawton Boys School are going to have the Great Plains Invitational Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the Great Plains. We'll have those games. A little backdoor action up off the glass for two is good to make it 24. Kind of slow for Midwest City and the girls to get going, but once they started, they have been on fire. Little steal, breakaway, 2-on-1, up off the glass a little bit too hard. Fight for it, and a steal rebound for the Lady Wolverines. 3:52 counting in the second quarter. To no avail, not let that sail. That goes out of bounds. Got some substitutions coming in for the Lady Wolverines. We'll see Manriquez come in. One of the two replacements. Little double team. Boy, she's looking like she's going to have to get out of a jam there. She was double teamed, but it was able to split that and gets it to go out of bounds off of Wolverine. And Midwest City Lady Bombers with the possession. Back down for a three-ball look on the outside, no good. Gets the rebound, though. So Layla Jones gets the rebound, the 5'10 senior. Ball on the floor. Gets that one little turnaround jumper up off the glass, no good for Jones. Loose ball, still picked up by Jones. Out over to Johnson. Johnson hits it for a Trey Cut-It three ball. And I'll tell you what, if there's been one thing tonight that we've seen is Midwest City hitting the trays. They have really been effective with that tonight. And that's deadly in the game of basketball, as you know. 2.5 to go, ball thrown away. Last touch by the Lady Wolverines. Midwest City with the ball. Midwest City Lady Bombers, we mentioned in the pregame with Jordan Ray, and he'll join us at halftime. Was able to make playoffs last year, and going to try to add on to that with their experience. Outside for a three ball, let him alone. She's going to shoot it. Doesn't get it to fall. She gets the rebound is Guthrie. In the lane, stolen by the Wolverines. A fast break opportunity all alone to put it up off the glass for two is good. And Willis makes it a 20-point deficit with 27-7, 152 and counting. Lets that one three ball look again. Let Trey cut it. You can scan the QR code. Set up your appointments where appointments prevent disappointments. Brings the score now to 30. 130 and counting. We'll have halftime. We'll have Jordan join us at half, and a put back up and in. It's going to be a opportunity at the line. So it's going to be the bucket counts and the harm. Try to make a three, and that's foul. I think it's going to be on Randall. And does. Makes it a 3-point swing with the bucket and the harm. With 1:16 left to go. 33-7 your score. Lady Bombers Wolverines. It's Dickerson. Tries to go underneath, back up to Dickerson. Dickerson drives with 3 in the lane. That's going to go out of bounds with the final 50 seconds left to go here in the second quarter before the half. See how effectively they use some clock management here. Don't have to be in a hurry. They're going to still effectively run their offense. Another 3 ball. Why not? Going to let them look without any pressure. Takes it, 30 seconds to go down the court. Going to go coast to coast, a little bit too much off the glass. Rebounded. Lady Bombers coming back down the other way. Little bounce pass, shuffle, foul, bucket counts. We'll go back to the let Trey cut it. Why haven't you let Trey cut it? Appointments will prevent disappointments. You can scan the QR code, get hooked up. Back iron's no good to try to make the 3-point swing, but gets the rebound back up underneath. Oh, and a foul and a hack-a-sack underneath with 15 seconds to go. And that is the 5th. That puts them in the bonus. 5th team foul. Bounces 1, 2, and out. More substitutions for the Lady Wolverines. Coming in back in the ball game is Randall. To the line, Layla Jones for her second. Bend to the knees, up, and no good. Back irons, rebounded momentarily by the Wolverines. Put back with the Midwest City Bombers. Steele puts it up, reins in for 3 right before the buzzer. With 5 seconds left to go, let Trey cut it. And that will expire the quarter. 38-7, Midwest City Lady Bombers. We've got second half action coming up, and we'll do that right after this as you're watching the OSN Basketball Game of the Week right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
All my favorites for just $7 each? That's crazy. Or am I crazy?
Seeing sevens? It's a sign to order from Pizza Hut's $7 Deal Lovers menu.
This holiday, she's not settling for anything less than the Triple Treat Box from Pizza Hut. Featuring pizza, breadsticks, and dessert starting at $19.99.
It's a good deal, bro.
Get the holidays delivered with Pizza Hut.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind: providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle, 580-357-8720.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Yeah, wherever you find podcast, it is the point after, and we'll have episode number 20 loaded up a little bit later on today. We're going to talk about the finals in football from last week, and then also the finals that are approaching this week. We still have two teams represented on the Oklahoma Sports Network for football, believe it or not. I know we're talking about basketball in a basketball gym right now, but, this late in December, you think everything's been wrapped up, but, they had three new champions to crown, so they had to add some extra schools with championship weekend last weekend, and we have 6 to go this weekend starting Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And 2 of the 11 teams that made the playoffs of our network of the 13 schools, we still have the Elgin Owls. They will take on the Tuttle Tigers Saturday at 1 o'clock up in Edmond, and then the Carl Albert Titans will take on the Guthrie Blue Jays at 7 p.m. on Saturday, as we have the Flower Mound Dribblers, I guess, for their first performance here during the holiday. Well, we've got Jordan Ray back with us, and Jordan's going to be able to tell us a little recap. Of course, it's been all Midwest City, and, of course, they've been raining in threes. That has been the story tonight for them.
That's right, Eric, and I'm very impressed with what I've seen from Chloe Knox of Midwest City and definitely Sadie Johnson. Again, these players are taking on new roles with the team. They did not play much last year. And that's because Midwest City has 4 seniors that were productive from last year's team that made state, and then 2 other underclassmen. One of them moved, and the other one, Seven Miller, is injured. So a lot of players taking on expanded roles. No problem for Midwest City so far this season. They are undefeated, and it looks like they will remain that way, barring some type of change, at least for today. And we'll see what happens when they go to the Norman tournament. And the next Tuesday on the Oklahoma Sports Network, we'll have them taking on Del City. The Del City girls have not beaten Midwest City since 2015. They have the best chance to do so this year because 3 of their 4 best players don't even start for them right now. And I don't know all the reasons for it. We may not know why, but they got a lot of good move-ins, including Kamaya Morgan. And right now they lead at Altus 30-18. Altus girls, they got a pretty good program. And so that's a good score for Del City. I know their coach, Coach White, would take that. Maddie Whitaker looking really good for Altus in the early going of that game. Also, Eric, the boys game in this one, Midwest City and Lawton High. I can't wait for this because both teams they're loaded, incredibly athletic. It should be a fast-paced game. And that game will go a long way to determine who will win the district. Now that Lawton High, Midwest City, and Del City are all in the same district in basketball, it should be very entertaining. So those are some of the things I'm looking forward to later tonight or later to this for this game and then the next game. Again, I want to thank Dynamic Health Clinic for being a crossover sponsor. Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries and able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Triple Elite Screen Printing. Find world-class design, hot new styles at Triple Elite Screen Printing. And Toonie Buys Houses. We buy homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell or buy a home for any reason, call them at 405-931-3046. And a late edition, Patrick Newby. The Patrick Newby Insurance is your local Oklahoma Farmers Insurance Agency in Midwest City. And they're family-owned and operated and have been serving the public for over 40 years. Call them at 405-733-7671. Oh, one last thing, Eric. With the Carl Albert Titans playing for what would be a tie for total state championships in the state of Oklahoma with Ada, if they are able to beat Guthrie later this week, You can watch the playback of the coaches show I recorded yesterday with Coach Mike Dunn and their quarterback Devin Woodring and their OU commit wide receiver cornerback Tristan Haynes. So just some things you can find on the network that's pretty new.
Wow, that's pretty awesome, especially with that Ada thing that has been it has been there for the longest time. And so Carl Albert Titans to be able to reach that first. Yep. That sounds great. All right. Well, thank you, Jordan. We're going to catch back with Jordan a little bit later on when it comes to the boys' game, and we're looking forward to that as we've got 4.5 minutes before we start second half action. The Midwest City Lady Bombers lead 38-7, and we'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. We also provide residential trash services for Lawton's outlying communities. We've got a solution for small businesses, contractors, construction companies, and everybody in between. We're a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Lawton Community Health Center's high-quality health care is convenient to wherever you are in the region. We're here for you, whether it's our main clinic on Southwest Lee Boulevard or any of our other locations in Lawton. LCHC has additional clinics in Marlow, Comanche, Cache, Medicine Park, Apache, Elgin, and Burns Flat, with more on the way. Enjoy peace of mind knowing quality care from experienced providers is always available. LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping to get more for less. Save at your local Goodwill today.
All right, back here at the Lawton High Gym, where we're ready to start third quarter action here momentarily as the Midwest City Bombers up 38-7. Now, we were talking just briefly with Jordan Ray about history in the making, that if the Carl Albert Titans were to win Saturday, they will now surpass Ada with the most state championships in school history of all the schools in the state of Oklahoma. And then the Elgin Owls, the first time they were able to make semifinals in school history. First time to make a state finals appearance. Of course, that would make sense if that was your first semifinals. And good luck to them as they will take on the Tuttle Tigers Saturday at 1 o'clock. You can load up and go and watch. We will have that broadcast on a audio-only presentation. And then following, we will have a archived video production, hopefully if that works out, where you can watch 24 hours after that fact with our crew that has been calling the games all year long. If you have not been able to see either Carl Albert or Elgin throughout the season, you can still go watch all of their games on archive. Just go to our website, and then when you click on the school channel. You can go down to archive, and then you can watch all of the games throughout the season. And what a season that both of them have had. So we can't wait for Saturday to hopefully crown 2 more state champions along with the Oklahoma Sports Network. With the 13 schools and adding, we'll have 3 more. And we'll have an announcement coming to add to 16 for the next school year. If you're a school that's contemplating where to go with your streaming options, we would love to be able to talk to you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Also, free to download, free to watch the Oklahoma Sports Network. It's a great opportunity for you to check us out. We'd love for you to be able to download that. Third quarter sponsor is brought to you by Home Tech Solutions, providing you with the best heating and cooling maintenance and solutions for both residential and commercial throughout Oklahoma with over 20 years of experience. Call for a free estimate today, 580-919-0328. We'll get ready right now for the Lady Wolverines with a high post up off the glass. No good. Rebounded by, looks like we got a push foul there. That's going to be on the Lady Wolverines with Katie Wiggins. That's going to be her first. Team first. We switch ends of the court. Midwest City Lady Bombers, opportunity to come back. Fast break opportunity for the Lady Wolverines. So out of bounds, so the Wolverines will be able to capitalize. Just underway in the second half. Glad you could join us. Your Home Tech Solutions third quarter. Contact Raul and the gang today. Love to take care of you and your heat and air needs. Outside corner, 3 ball on the way. Looks no good. Rebounded by the Lady Bombers. And they quickly come down the court. Don't forget, we have got the boys in action for a doozy. That's what you're going to be anticipating. That just rolls in and out of the cylinder. Tries to put a back behind the back layup on the glass. No good. Coast to coast opportunity by the Wolverines. Comes up empty. And now we quickly come down on the other end of the floor. So Davis gets the Lady Wolverines with the first bucket of the second half with a deuce to make it 38-9. And that's going to go out of bounds. And a little tap out. So the Bombers will be able to retain the possession. For those who are watching on YouTube, thank you. And you can give us a follow. No matter all of our sports live, you can get notification when you put the notification bell. And that's going to be a travel called. This will stay on this end for the Lady Bombers underneath their own goal. So 3 ball looked no good by Downer. Quickly down the floor, Lady Wolverines just cannot buy a bucket with those fast break opportunities. Tried, but came up a little bit short. Back down on the other end. 5 to go, and a nice steal by the Lady Wolverines coming down. Just heavy, aggressive, and that's going to be a foul called. Good to see that one again. Yep, and we're going to shoot 2 in there. Opportunity with your Trey Cut It charity stripe sponsor. Is able to connect and get the Lady Wolverines in double digits. Second shot coming up. No good. 5:03 to go in the third quarter. You can catch the Del City Altus game on the network. Love to have a lot of sports on the network because sports is our middle name. A backdoor up and in off the glass. Foul is called. That's going to be on Davis. So it's the bucket and the harm. Goes for a 3-point swing to the line and does. Capitalizes it to make it a 3. Substitutions coming in for the Lady Wolverines. And a timeout is called, so they'll take it. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
All right, so as the inbounds goes out of bounds, that gets slapped out with 4.5 to go. Glad you could spend your evening with us on a Tuesday night for basketball. Sports is our middle name, so we'll flip-flop from football to basketball. Back to football again with Elgin and Carl Albert still in action, fighting for a state title. Misses the mark, loose ball, tapped out, and that's going to stay down on this end. The Wolverines was able to capitalize, but it taps out of bounds. Midwest City Bombers will take it in. And we got Del City and Altus in action right now on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We told you to free download us on Apple and Android devices just by searching the Oklahoma Sports Network. It's free to download and free to watch. Also Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. Wow, just rifles that out underneath. Just found it. And that was what the Wolverines weren't able to capitalize at all. To have that fall for them with 4-minute mark in the third quarter. That rolls around and it's going to go out of bounds, and the Bombers will retain with the possession underneath their own bucket. Outside for a 3-ball look for Guthrie is no good. The freshman gets her start. Give and go underneath. Up and in. So we get the and one opportunity for Willis. Scan the QR code. Book your next appointment with Trey Cuttett. Why haven't you let Trey Cuttett? Where appointments prevent disappointments. Wasn't able to make it a 3-point swing. Midwest City with the rebound. Top of the key, a little bounce pass up her. Oh, wow, between two defenders. And that was a great pass underneath to split both of them. That's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Wolverines, so into the hand of the Lady Bombers. 3:07 mark and counting. Want you to pack the gym, as Coach mentioned on all the social media for the Lawton High game for the boys, because that is going to be, and as what Jordan mentioned, precursor of who is going to lead in this district. And when you talk about the talent of these three teams, you have the defending state champion Midwest City Bombers, you have the Del City Eagles, who have won a state tourney not just too long ago, and they've always been in the mix between Carl Albert, Midwest City, and Del City. And then you have the Lawton High Wolverines trying to establish themselves in 5A basketball, coming from 6A. You know, there's been a little bit of a change there, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 2.5 to go. But, you know, you have you have so much talent and so much experience on the floor, and the Wolverines trying to find themselves. They've got a lot of speed. They've got a lot, and this is what you're going to anticipate, back and forth, up and down the court. I think there's going to be a lot of views on this from everywhere to find out what these teams are like. Now, we also mentioned that coming up a little bit later on this week, you'll get to see all three Lawton schools along with Newcastle. You got some great games with the boys at the Coliseum for 3 days. It's called the Great Plains Invitational. Coach Gagliardi of the MacArthur Highlanders put this on a couple years ago. It's got some great talented teams coming to play for the kind of that first tournament. We talk about tournaments right before the holidays, during the holidays, before they get out of school for a couple of weeks. There'll be finals next week. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by the Wolverines. Lady Wolverines down the floor. 2:22 left to go. Deflected by the Lady Bombers. Into the hands of the Lady Wolverines. We got a travel as Willis tries to give over to Davis and wasn't able to connect. 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Lets that one rain for a three. Back iron's no good. Rebounded. Lady Wolverines. Had a 2-on-2. Slowed that down. Let that one rip. Back down underneath. No good. That goes out of bounds safely. Got a whistle to stop. Whether we got now it's ready to play with a substitution coming in. So yeah, I'm as anxious as you are to watch this boys game coming up next between these two. And incidentally, both our teams on the network is Midwest City and Lawton High, and then even Del City and Altus, all four of our teams in action. A little steal, Midwest City coming back. Fast break opportunity, a little bit too low off the glass. Gets the rebound, three ball on the way. Back iron's no good. Into the hands of the Lady Wolverines. That's Randall. Randall, makes a little step move, the Euro step across through her defender to put up the deuce to make it 45-14 in the final 48 seconds left to go in quarter three. They'll slow ball this up. Take a little bit of time from Downer at the top. She'll roll to the right. Back at the top of the key with 33 seconds to go. That's going to be a steal. Kind of a loose ball. Free layup coming up and in. So Willis gets another deuce to make it 16 with 19 seconds left to go here in the third. Playing for the last shot. So Desire with the ball. As Downer taps back over to Johnson. Loose ball picked up. That's going to be a jump ball. And the possession arrow going to stay down on this end. So the Midwest City Bombers with 3.9 seconds left to go. Going to be a pass in and then a shot hopefully right here for a three ball on the way. And he hits it right at the buzzer for the Trey three. Yeah, let him cut it. Scan the QR code and book your next appointment with Trey Cutt-It. Why haven't you let Trey Cutt-It? Where appointments prevent disappointments. That ends the third quarter. We'll be back with the fourth and final period right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Well, welcome into the fourth and final period here of this one. Fourth period will be brought to you in part by Home Tech Solutions, providing you with the best heating and cooling maintenance solutions for both residential and commercial throughout Oklahoma. 20 years of experience. Call for a free estimate today. You got your heater not working? Let them take a look at it. 580-919-0328. 919-0328. Look them up on Facebook. You can Google search them. You can check them out on Yelp. Yeah, they are here for you. Home Tech Solutions. That's a throwaway. So I hope that you're getting ready for the holidays. We said, we just had one with Thanksgiving, and Christmas is just fast approaching. And I think with the delay of some of the football to have it for finals week on the 14th, it just blows me away that playing football that late, up off the glass for a layup opportunity, no good. Gets her own rebound. Able to set this one up for a new fresh set. Look, top of the key. Going to try to go middle. Down to Willis. Willis has been the go-to person for the Lady Wolverines, but misfires. Rebound, Midwest City. Lady Bombers coming up on the other end of the floor. 6.5 to go in this contest. We'll have a short warm-up, and the boys will be next. Be fast, furious, and hopefully a loud gym. Coach has asked for a lot of home court if he can get it, because you need it in a game like this. So Bombers able to capitalize. So timeout on the floor. So as they take a timeout, we'll take a one with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Bar S Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
All right, welcome back to the Lawton High Gym. Got a 50-16 lead with 6:03 left to go here in the fourth and final period of this one. Loose ball and a whistle on the floor. It's going to be White. It's going to be a foul on Walker. She's the sophomore. Both teams just have committed one in the fourth quarter. Remember, you get to 5, you get to the bonus at that point. Not in any danger at this point. 3-ball look. Rims out, no good. Rebounded Wolverines. Lady Wolverines down the floor. Going to stop and pop. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded. Lady Bombers. Showcasing a little bit of basketball on a Tuesday night. You have the Altus Del City matchup, both girls and boys, and the same thing with this one with a doubleheader with the boys coming up. That's a steal by Willis. And that junior has really got an eye for the ball on the court. It's going to be a foul on Kennedy Downer. Bombers. Top of the key. They're going to slow ball this around, just kind of work it around perimeter. Just passing when it's just passed outside, though. Wasn't really kind of looking, took her eyes off briefly, and she'll be replaced. The top looks like Downer will go and be replaced at the 4-minute mark. Fourth period. Lets that one rain in. 3-point Trey. Where appointments prevent disappointments. Why haven't you let Trey cut it? You can scan the QR code, get your appointment set. Have kind of a running clock here. Kind of, instead of having a mercy rule, they'll just run the clock out of respect for the score, understand. Trying to find themselves. They're going to be, that's before the launch, is a little turnover with a little bit of an extra step and a turnover with a travel called. As we say, don't go anywhere. Midwest City Bomber boys, the defending state champions, will take on the Lawton High Wolverines. Welcome into 5A. Now remember, Wolverines are in 6A, in football, and they came, from 6A2 down to 5A. They switched places with Eisenhower, went from 5A to 6A. There's been a lot of changes in our network, and that is there's the 2. I thought it was going to be a 3 ball. She was on the line, though, so. Not paying attention to some of the scores, I apologize. We're at 55-18 with 2:26 left to go. Two minutes to go. Lets that one hard to the lane. Gets rejected. Steal by the Lady Wolverines by Willis. And that's been stolen again by the Bombers. Goes coast to coast with it up off the glass. No good. Loose ball. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Bombers. With 1:46 and counting. Remember, we've got the Elgin Owls representing Class 4A in the state title game against the Tuttle Tigers on Saturday at 1. Audio-only presentation with a video presentation 24 hours after. Same thing with Carl Albert as they will take on Guthrie. And the Blue Jays, that is a rematch from the regular season. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here for the 30-second, then we'll have a minute 30. Greg Hinton on camera, videographer tonight. Appreciate his work. Got Adam in the house. Adam Gutierrez with our videography, and he'll have a highlight film for the boys' game. Appreciate all of his help. He's been working overtime for all of the football season. We're going to put him really hard to work on Saturday with double action. I'll go up there and try to help as out as I can with Elgin and Tuttle at 1 o'clock. Then Carl Albert and Guthrie at 7. You can catch it video-wise on the NFHS network. That is a subscription, or you can just listen to the ball games for free on our network. All the way for a free layup for Willis. No good. Too much off the rim with 1:17 left to go. 55-18. Lady Bombers with the ball and in control. Minute 9 will, of course, after the conclusion of this ball game, take a little bit of a break, have a warm-up for the boys, and be right to action with 4 quarters at its best. For the team to take the lead in the district, and that's really early to say, but you know what? When you have Midwest City, Dell City, and Lawton High all in the same district, well, I don't know what is going to happen. Lets that one sail, gets that one underneath the net. Wolverines with the rebound. Oh, man, tried to look at, just hit her in the back of the head. I know it wasn't Willis's fault. She wasn't looking. And it just goes out of bounds with 45 seconds left to go. Crosses midcourt with 40 seconds. Turnover. We'll keep the clock stopped in the final seconds, giving them an opportunity. Lady Wolverines to try to make it to 20. 36 seconds left to go. A hold for Willis. Looks for a little bit of help. Top of the key. Going over to Walker. Walker dishes out, tries to go hard. Charge to the late is Randall, and Randall is fouled on the way in. That foul is going to be on Jordan Hanna, the senior that comes in. Shooting 2 with the Trey Cuttett charity stripe. Opportunity at the line. Up and in. Making the free throws count. Bring it to 19. Second shot coming up. Back iron's no good. Midwest City Lady Bombers with the rebound and a whistle on the floor. To go out of bounds. She stepped out on the line. Lady Wolverines with the ball in the final 15 to go to try to make this last shot effort. Rolls right. Stops up off the glass. And that is a Trey Cuttett 3 ball for the Lady Wolverines, which got the hometown crowd up and on their feet and excited. And that's going to go to zeros, and your final is going to be 55-22. The Lady Bombers over the Lady Wolverines. Of course, we've got the boys, the second of the doubleheader coming up next right after this timeout as you're watching the OSN Basketball Game of the Week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker-Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker-Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
When it comes to your new home or remodeling project, build it right with Comanche Home Center. Our professional staff can help you every step of the way to make sure you get the best lumber, tools, and supplies to tackle any job imaginable. Give us a call today for a free estimate. Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Well, welcome to a site of a barn burner here at the Lawton High Gym. It is the Lawton High Wolverines against the Midwest City Bombers. Midwest City Bombers coming off of a state championship. Boy, it's been a long wait because they had to go against Dell City. They had to go against Carl Albert. They really had to kind of put in the season of all seasons last year to finally take home that title. They are defending their title. They'd like to make a statement in this district right now against the hot and furious Wolverines. So the Lawton High Wolverines also faced Dell City, who is in action against the Altus Bulldogs. And boy, we cannot wait to bring this into you. And to kind of give us a preview and a recap of that one, we've got the play-by-play announcer of the Midwest City Bombers for both football and knows these programs. What can you say about this matchup tonight? We'll send it to you, Jordan Ray.
All right, Eric, thank you very much here. And yes, here's some interesting things about Lawton High and Midwest City. You know, they both played games before Thanksgiving. That's very rare for bigger schools in Oklahoma to do that. They usually want to wait till football season over. But both teams played at Douglas High School against teams from out of the state. It was a Friday-Saturday festival. Lawton High played one of those days. They beat South Oak Cliff 62-44. Midwest City beat North Little Rock 54-46, and then turned around and beat R.W. Goins STEM Academy. That's out of Arlington, Texas, 71-65. Okay, so Lawton High, you know, they've hosted regionals 3 of the last 5 years in 6A, so they've been a very good 6A team during the regular season. Now that they're in 5A, maybe they can make a playoff run. They look very good against Altus on the Oklahoma Sports Network earlier last week. Midwest City is undefeated in district play, just like Lawton High is. Midwest City also had a nice win against Millwood on Saturday. They were down 15 points at halftime, and then Deshaun Denson, number 5, and then Chance Bubba Davis, a move-in from Millwood. So he was playing on his old court. He's number 12. They both scored 31 points, and Midwest City came back and won that game, so they remain undefeated. And again, this is a game that will go a long way to determine who is going to win this district and host a regional and have a favorable advantage or matchup in the area weekend. So some things to look forward to there. Also on the Oklahoma Sports Network, Dell City playing Altus at Altus, and we'll have Dell City and Midwest City on in basketball next Tuesday. Dell City, of course, they got beaten football Friday night against Carl Albert. What does that mean? They have 6 players back on the basketball team from football, and a lot of them are really good. They may be rusty in this game, so it'll be interesting to see how those football players get acclimated. But this game, of course, tonight, this is the big one. This is the big one, I think, throughout the entire state, Eric. Lawton High and Midwest City, both are very dynamic teams, and I think Lawton High has the size advantage. Midwest City has the shooting advantage. We'll see which advantage is a bigger advantage.
Well, I guess that would be the best way to describe it. Thank you very much, Jordan Ray, play-by-play announcer for the Midwest City Bombers and also representing Mid-Del with all three schools. He also is the host of the Mid-Del Sports Report that will continue on, and you can be able to catch up with all three Mid-Del schools. As we mentioned in the broadcast, we still have football to be played. The Elgin Owls, first ever state appearance. Can they bring home the gold ball? They will face Tuttle Saturday at 1 o'clock. Then the Carl Albert Titans, they can make history with the most in school history and then also state history with another gold ball if they can make it the three-peat right here in UCO. So it will be a great opportunity to see them against Guthrie. They played Guthrie in the regular season, and they got the win. And Guthrie was able to keep them to one of the lowest scoring advantages in the regular district play. Del City did the same thing. That was the lowest of all, 28-7, just a 21-point victory. And their defense has been the storyline this year. So we'll see them both in action on Saturday. You can catch that on the Oklahoma Sports Network on an audio-only presentation. But we've got this one about 3.5 to go before we start the tip-off of this Battle Royale at the Lawton High Gym. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport, just 1 mile to anywhere. Offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking, and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures, all in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your mile to anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com. Or call 800-433-7300.
Are you prepared for summer? We are.
Keep your air conditioner ready with a Miller Noble Heating and Air Maintenance Plan. We service all makes and models from Bryant, Carrier, and Lennox. Just need a repair? We can do that. Can't pay for it all at once? We offer financing plans too. Is it time to replace your old system? We offer free estimates on new systems. Click or call today and stay comfortable with Miller Noble Heating and Air.
Get ready. It's time for the Billingsley Annual Gigantic Ford Sell-Off with the best prices of the year on all remaining 2024 models. Zero down, no payments for 90 days, and giant savings up to $10,000 on the 2024 new F-150 Platinum truck that out-tows, out-hauls any other truck in its class. Only at the Billingsley's Gigantic Sell-Off. Save thousands on all remaining new 2024 trucks in stock. Only at Billingsley Ford and Lawton, Duncan, and Allen.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
All right, the last seconds of the warm-up should be concluded. We'll have the starting lineups First with the visiting Midwest City Bombers, and then the Lawton High Wolverines. Play host to this one. Get ready for an exciting night of basketball at the Lawton High Gym. 7-minute quarters. We've also got Coach Marco Gagliardi in the house for the MacArthur Highlanders, not playing tonight, and getting ready for his tournament that he is hosting, the Great Plains Invitational, with the teams that will be playing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the Coliseum, and we'll have that on the Oklahoma Sports Network as well. So they're going to introduce the Lawton High Wolverines momentarily, and a house that's starting to fill up. I like the candy cane stripe warm-ups for the Lawton High Wolverines. I think that's pretty cool. So Stevens being introduced. Jarvis Nash, the senior, at 5'11". Wearing number 4, Mason McKenzie, also a senior at 6 foot. Number 5, Deshaun Denson, the second, 6'3" junior. And number 12, Chance Davis, he's a senior, 6 foot, and a guard. Wearing all black with gold numbers. And now the Lawton High Wolverines going to be introduced. As I said, you like the barbershop kind of candy cane stripe warm-ups for the Lawton High Wolverines. First time I was seeing them in that. So wearing number 2 is Tavares Deans, who was also playing football for the first time, was able to recruit as Coach Zoe got him out on the football field. And Panay Vashagote, I guess, he's played wide receiver, he's played quarterback, he's been on this court. Another senior, wearing number 5, Marcus Rucker, and we know what he was able to do last year. He brings the physical load of this team. Wearing number 10 is Anthony Patrick. And number 35, Nikel Adams. So the introductions are through, getting ready for the Wolverines on the home court to try to defend their den for the Wolverines against the Midwest City Bombers. We'll put 8 on the board. Getting ready to tip this one off at midcourt. So strap yourselves in. Hopefully you got a snack, little drink or two, and get ready. Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices by searching the Oklahoma Sports Network. You can also find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. On YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and those who are watching on Facebook, give us a like, give us a share. Don't forget Del City and Altus in action as well for the boys. So with the app, you can easily go back and forth. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Glad you could join us as they're kind of scraping something off of the court. You think during warm-ups, whether a blood droplet or something, I don't know, something sweat that kind of has to be, they're kind of getting a spray bottle and everything else to kind of work that out. I guess that was not seen, and we've got a little bit of a sterilization and rubbing, and and then the gym just got quiet. It's kind of like, okay, we're all ready, we're amped up. The invitation. They had both of the starting lineups, and then our officials stopped. We're kind of wiping and cleaning and drying and everything else like that. But that kind of anticlimactic there. So Greg Hinton on video camera work tonight. Thank you for joining us. And myself, Eric Sherem, getting ready for, I think we've cleaned up, we've dried up. Wait till we got one more spot. And hand it to our officials, man. They're wiping and cleaning just as much as anything else. They want to make sure this is good and safe for both sides, and we understand that, the importance of safety on the court, especially if there's any liquid or anything else that goes with it. But ready to tip off at center court. Wolverines would have Panay Vashagote He'll be jumping against Mason McKenzie. Tip is going to be controlled by the Midwest City Bombers, so they get the opening possession. Let's see how they're able to work their magic. Defending state champions on the floor in all black, the Midwest City Bombers. Going to let that one air for three. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Wolverines. Here comes Rucker, back down on the other side of the corner. Puts that one up for a three ball, no good. Rings out. So both teams, first possessions with threes, they come up empty. Coming up on the other side. Little stutter step. Inside the paint, splits the two defenders, tapped out, and that's going to be shooting two. So they didn't get ball. They got the hack, and to the line we go. That foul's going to be on Deans. That's going to be his first, team first. Puts Midwest City Bombers to the line. And they'll let Trey cut it. Charity stripe opportunity for the Bombers to try to get on the board first. Shot is up and good. Second shot coming up. Eyes the basketball. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Wolverines with Vashigote. Panay rifles over to Deans. Deans back over to Patrick. Patrick, top of the key, rolls right. Dish off over there in the corner over to Vashigote. Whoa, tries to backdoor it to Patrick, but that's intercepted by the Midwest City Bombers. It rolls away. Now Rucker with it in the hands. Goes coast to coast. Waits for the one defender up off the glass softly. And that's a two for the Wolverines. So they take the opening lead by one. 6:48 just underway here in quarter number one. And we got a whistle on the floor. Looks like that's going to be with that. Well, getting aggressive now. So Nicola Adams will get the second Wolverine foul, and they'll take it out underneath their own basket. 2-1 start of this contest. 6:35 in quarter number one. Heavily guarded by Vashigote. Stripped, stolen by Panay, and then he lets it as he tries to switch hands, sails out of bounds, and that's going to go back into the Bombers' way. So both teams kind of feeling each other out with a little bit of rust. They got to shake that off. I think they're really amped up to go. They just got to settle down and play their basketball. And that's going to be a little bit of too rough as Adams will maybe pick up his second. And indeed, with the push, I'll have to keep up with that. The scorekeeper on the board is not going to show us how many fouls each of the individuals have, but I know that's his second. Heavily guarded, double teamed, splits that, top of the key. Three ball on the way. Hits the front end. No. Rucker with the rebound. Rifle pass down over to Patrick. Patrick with a little bit of fancy footwork, tries to almost get that stolen over to Rucker. That is a tapped ball. It goes out of bounds and last touched by the Wolverines. So it's the Midwest City Bombers with the turnover. Both teams really kind of very playing aggressive. Nothing finesse here about this so far. 5:49 with a 2-1 Wolverine advantage. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Midwest City Bombers. So the Wolverines will get the ball, and Deans will take it out. Deans, little soft pass over to Marcus Rucker. Rucker, he'll cross the timeline. He's the one with the white bandana. He'll split defenders, goes a soft touch, no good. Rebounded by the Bombers. Fast break opportunity coming down the other end of the floor. Oh, and then it's rejected by Panay Vashigote into the hands of Deans. Deans quickly down the floor. Another exchange. Deans with a soft look up off the glass for two is good. So Deans gets the Great pass from the assist. Midwest City right back and answers right back. Softly as the gym goes quiet, just with a 1.43 lead for the Midwest City Bombers. Deans, far side of the court, looks to drive. And we got a whistle and a travel. So took one little step inside the lane. Got substitutions coming in. Looks like Champ Brewer will hit the court, and so will Young. So Young and Brewer. And we'll take out Rucker and Adams. So coach going to his bench with a substitution for fresh legs. 4:50 left to go here in quarter one. Crosses the timeline. Dribbles behind his back. Top of the key. Oh, trips, falls. No travel, but a jump ball is called. Great to get back on it. Deans dives on it, and a jump ball is called, and the possession arrow going the other way. So the Wolverines will take it out from the other end of the court. With 4:39 and just a 1-point lead, what else would you expect? Well, we thought high flying, and we got that, but no one's really converted that. Champ Brewer into the ball game, coming off the bench. He'll go across the timeline, right side to Deans. Deans look for Vashagote underneath, and that's going to be a whistle to go to the line. For shooting for the three is Champ Brewer. And we'll go to the charity stripe with Let Trey Cut It. Scan the barcode and book your next appointment with Trey Cut It. Gets the first one. Why haven't you let Trey cut it? Where appointments prevent disappointments. Second shot, also good. Of course, Brewer, son of Grady Brewer, contender champ, gets all three. On the three opportunity, gets the foul, puts it in as good as a three with 4:20 left to go and the lead. Midwest City Bombers on the other end of the floor. Loose ball, almost got away from it, got that. Looks for underneath. Oh, and he had an easy layup underneath, and he just loses the ball. Unfortunate for Mason McKenzie. McKenzie just, whether he was so anxious to be able to put that away and maybe even a slam dunk, but straight to the bucket for a deuce. Underneath, and there's going to be a hack-a-shack, and going to two is probably going to be on Panay, and it is. Vashagote gets a foul. That's going to be the fourth team foul for the Wolverines. One more to put them in the bonus. We got 3:46 left to go. Pretty dangerous for the team like Midwest City to be able to put them at the free throw line with one more foul. But that's how aggressive that Lawton High played last year, I remember. They don't really tone away from who they are. That's kind of their identity. Misses the first one. You let Trey cut it, charity stripe. Why haven't you let Trey cut it? Where appointments prevent disappointments. Second shot coming up. Great one here in the Lawton High gym. Long way to go in this one. It's a 4-quarter ball game. It's a 9-3 Wolverine advantage. You know how quickly that can change. Second shot coming up is good. 9-4. Got a substitution coming in for the Midwest City Bombers. It's going to be Kenyon Brown, the sophomore, 6'5" and a forward. Across the timeline is Deans. Boy, gets that one out over to Young. Loose ball picked up by Barnes. Another loose ball. Champ Brewer, he'll go up strong up off the glass. No good, but a follow through by Young is no good. Rebounded Midwest City. Here comes the Bombers. Steele coming back on the other end of the floor. A race for it, a dive for it. The ball hits the floor, picked up by Deans. Deans puts it up, and a slam by Panay Vashagote. And a timeout on the floor. Let's see that one again as he comes back with a big slam. Great opportunity. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
So it wasn't a timeout. That's my mistake. It was a technical foul on the slam, so they were able to go to the line, able to get the one. So my apologies. I heard the whistle, and I thought automatically, but it was to the line for two. Gets the one, misses the second. Get that one corrected. So Dean's soft touch in for two to make it a 13-5 advantage. With 2:34 left to go in quarter one. Kind of settling down now a little bit. Fast pace as the get-go. Bombers with the ball. Top of the key. Gets that one stripped. Loose ball. Picked back up. Bombers. And then again, kind of they're going almost too fast for their own good. Control loses that, but a foul called on the way in. And already in the bonus. Let Trey cut it. You can scan the barcode for an appointment. Won't lead to a disappointment. To the line, shooting two. Up and in. Chance Davis, the senior, at the line. Close that one in to try to make it to half. With this next shot coming up, 2:17 remaining. Shot up and good. 13-7. Wolverines with the lead and with the ball. It's Deans. He'll cross the timeline. He'll stop. He'll get that rejected. Defended by Midwest City. And the steal coming back the other way. Three ball on the way. Hits the rim. No good. Rebound, but a backdoor up off the glass for two is good. And here comes the Bombers. Within four. They've settled down now. Young back up to Deans. Deans will look for a little bit of help, look for the pick. He'll roll right. Stop. Gets another little soft touch inside, right off the rim to make it 15. Quickly down the floor. Hits the back end of the glass, off the rim, no good. Rebounded. Into the hands of Young. There's a strip, and there is going to be, we're going to have a hold. I thought there was going to be a jump ball, but got more of the hand than anything else. Because we play aggressive style basketball, this is what you get when you get your 5 in a quarter to go down on the other end. Scan the QR code, book your next appointment with Trey Cuttett. Why haven't you let Trey Cuttett? Where appointment is preventing disappointments. Shot up, no good. So Mason McKenzie, a little struggle at the charity stripe, misses the first one. Second shot coming up, try to get to double digits. And does. 5-point lead for the Wolverines with 1:16 remaining in quarter number 1. Cross over to Young. Young against 4. Will stop. Champ Brewer for 3. Lets that one air. No good. Rebound. Another quick one inside, and there'll be a foul trying to go into Burrell with a hammer inside. That foul is going to be on Chance Davis. It's only going to be the team's second. Back iron's no good for Burrell. Boy, these are very important in games like this if you can get those to connect. Second shot up, no good. Misses. 0 for 2, gets the rebound though. Loose ball on the floor, and they're going to call it jump ball. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow. Going to be with the Bombers with 55 seconds left to go in quarter 1. Rifles this inbounds, cross the timeline, guarded against 2. Able to get this left corner, loses the ball momentarily, back top of the key. Outside, perimeter passing. Heavily guarded against the Wolverines. Let that one sail for 3. Hand in the face, no good. Rebounded. Wolverines coming back the other side, and a whistle on the floor as Anthony Patrick tries to evade the defender. Foul's going to be on DeMario Jones. That's going to be the third team foul in quarter number 1. We only have 32 seconds remaining, so it doesn't look like Midwest City will put the Wolverines in the bonus in quarter number 1. Young needs a little bit of help. Over to Champ Brewer. Brewer looks. Goes against 2. Sidestep for the 3, no good. Rebounded. Put that one up is Young, and there's a whistle on the floor with 16.1 seconds remaining. And that foul is going to be on Jones. Going to be his second, team fourth. What did I say about not putting him in the bonus? Before this quarter expires. A little heavy breathe sigh at the line. Young gets that one with a little bit of a roll. And your Trey Cuttett charity stripe gets to put that one in to make it a 6-point lead. 16-10 with 16.1 seconds left to go in our first quarter. Second shot coming up. No good. Midwest City with the loose ball. Rebound heavily. Full court press. Nice little one-handed dish off. Rifle pass to the far corner. Puts that one up inside the lane. Round the rim. No good. On the line with 1.1 second left to go. We're getting ready for quarter number 2. And the Wolverines, as he stepped out on the line, this is a pass it and you're not going to get this one off. And it hits the rafters and hits the speaker. 1 quarter in the books. It's a 6-point Wolverine lead, 16-10. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
All my favorites for just $7 each? That's crazy. Or am I crazy?
Seeing sevens? It's a sign to order from Pizza Hut's $7 deal lovers menu.
This holiday, she's not settling for anything less than the Triple Treat Box from Pizza Hut, featuring pizza, breadsticks, and dessert, starting at $19.99.
It's a good deal, bro.
Get the holidays delivered with Pizza Hut.
All right, so welcome back into the second quarter now. Second quarter is brought to you by Home Tech Solutions, providing you with the best heating and cooling maintenance and solutions with both residential and commercial throughout Oklahoma. With over 20 years of experience, call for a free estimate today. Whether your heat's not coming on, air conditioning in the summer, 580-919-0328, 0328 Home Tech Solutions. They'll take care of you right. All right, get ready for the ride of the 8 minutes. Boy, this is going to be ebb and flow. You can tell how basketball goes. It's streaks. Lawton High has had the advantage in quarter number 1, but Midwest City, of course, defending state champions, going to show their four-quarter best. And a whistle. Start second quarter. Bombers with the foul. That's their first team foul of quarter number 2. Just underway here at the Lawton High gym. Going to inbounds that by Anthony Patrick. Patrick will give it to Champ Brewer. Brewer. Boy, that's a nice little give and go around the corner. A little Deans back over to Brewer. And Brewer's hit a hot streak right now. Little floater inside for the Bombers is good for 2. And that was a 3 ball on the other end for Brewer to make it the 19-12 advantage. Brewer back over to Deans. Deans. Brewer. He'll get defended back into Deans, but he was heavily guarded. And they're going to say with the push, yeah, a little bit too aggressive. Got his hand in the cookie jar. It's going to be Kenyon Brown, sophomore. Brewer, bounce pass to Deans, back to Brewer. That last time it worked for a 3. Deans with the ball. Spin move, turns around, looks for a little bit of help. Outside corner. Back over to Young. Young drives in between 2 defenders. Up off the glass for 2. Can you believe that? What a shot. 21-12, 6:33 and counting in quarter number 2. Bombers cross midcourt. They were wanting a carry with a turnover, but not. Almost a kickball. That was not. Baseline, reverse layup. No good. Rebounded. Oh, and there's a foul. That comes down hard off the glass. See is right here as he comes, loses his balance, man, and just kind of hits the deck. So we'll start back out underneath their own bucket, Bombers. Oh, man, trying to get it right to the big man in the middle, and it just went right underneath him through his legs. And a turnover. He's a little frustrated with that. I would be too. 6:13 left to go in quarter number 2. It's been the Wolverines. Oh, that was a kick. Reverse up and in off the glass is 2. So a quick steal by the Bombers, closing in on that lead, 21-14. 5:57 left to go and a whistle on the floor. Away from the basket. Away from the ball. It's going to be the Midwest City Bombers' 3rd foul now, so they're going to be in it with that's Deshaun Denson. Young has to do an acrobatic move as he's out of position, tries to put it up off the glass behind him, and that's just going to fall out of bounds. So the Midwest City Bombers are going to take advantage now. They can convert this into points. They get 2 turnovers with points. It's a difference in a ball game. 5:44 left to go in quarter number 2. Crosses the timeline. Really wants that baseline. Tries to get it. No good. Steal by Anthony Patrick to Panay Vasagote. Switches hands, puts it up off there for glass for 2. And the Wolverine lead is now 23-14. A miss on the other end. Panay Vasagote again with the ball. Up at the top to Champ Brewer. Brewer gets a little pick. Rolls right, comes back left. Outside corner for Panay. He looks. Vasagote lets that one go. Had the hot hand, but misses that off the mark. Midwest City one-on-one, and that's going to be on the line. He's going to step out. So the Bombers will take out. Going to watch for that little red on the court. 4:57 and counting. Loose ball. Picked up by the Bombers. Here is an opportunity to try to chip in that lead, and they do. A 3-ball and a timeout on the floor. So just like that, back in it with 17. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the OSN Basketball Game of the Week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle, 580-357-8720.
All right, back to action after the 60-second timeout by the Wolverines. 23-17, and why not? It was a 3-ball from the opposite end of the quarter for the Midwest City Bombers to tip into that lead. 23-17. The lead is only 6, which is really nothing in basketball. Midwest City Bombers taking advantage of the turnovers, whether it be on their end of the floor or the other side. Now they stop and pop, let that one sail, and they're starting to getting a groove now, is what you'd expect the Bombers to do to make it 23-19. Lets that one rifle, and the putback is good to answer. And that's how you got to do it in basketball. You got to keep up with it, keep answering after they chip away at a lead. 3-ball coming back the other way. Hits the front iron, no good. Rebounded Wolverines. Quickly down the floor. Don't hesitate as Barnes off on the side corner. Lets that one fly by Patrick, no good. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow going to remain over here with Midwest City. So there's another, like say, turnover. And they're able to capitalize on it. And that's what good teams do. Lead is still 6. 3:49 left to go before the half. Boy, fourth quarter is just going to be nuts. It's just the way this game is. Guess you wouldn't anticipate it any other way. Crosses the timeline. Gets this one set up. Patrick on the defense. Gets a little pick, little help. Rolling. Top of the key. Comes back around. Turnaround jumper. Hits the back iron, but the tap in, no good. Hard rebound with a third, and then a whistle on the floor. We're going to shoot 2. It's probably going to be on Anthony Patrick. That is going to be only the second team foul in the second quarter for the Wolverines. Remember, they got into foul trouble early in the first. Mason McKenzie to the line. First one is good. Now a 5-point advantage. Your charity stripe. It's brought to you by Let Trey Cut It. Why haven't you let Trey cut it? Where appointments prevent disappointment. Scan the QR code and book your next appointment today. Second shot is off the mark and no good. Champ Brewer back over to Champ. Topped by Barnes. Brewer. Oh, Barnes. Rucker gets right underneath. Rucker that comes back up from off the bench. Got a little bit of fresh legs. Back to a 27-21 lead. It's always been 6 for a while now. The last mark, nice little, we got bodies flying everywhere. Panay Vashengote tried to do the follow through, no good. Midwest City Bombers on the other side. There's going to be a walk with the travel. That one little move in the slide with the foot, and the Home fans wanted it. The bench wanted it. They got it. 27-21 with 2:44 left to go here in the second quarter. Marcus Rucker back over to Brewer to Rucker. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Midwest City. Rucker. He'll stop. Top of the perimeter. Back over to Panay Vashengote. Rucker. Oh, going to be a push. Oh, boy. If this is on 32, he may be in a foul trouble. This Kenyon Brown. Rucker to Brewer for a three. Hits the front iron, no good. Rebounded Wolverines. Burrell back over to Brewer. Brewer stops between two defenders. Dish out on the side, no good. Rebounded Bombers. Midwest City coming back on the other end with 2:06 left to go and a push coming back down the other way. That's catching up fast because we got 4 on Midwest City Bombers team fouls for the second quarter and now 3 for the Wolverines. Not quite in the bonus yet. We got 2 minutes left to go. Last time I said it, they were picked up a foul real quick. Young will come in, check out for Rucker. Rucker will go back to the bench. Looks top. Just that heavily guarded defense and 5-second count. That's going to be a turnover. So the Wolverines will capitalize if they can get points with it. They get the ball back into the hands of Brewer with 1:52 left to go. Dribbles behind his back, top. Looks to drive. Again, nice little move. Bounce pass outside. Going to let that one float, no good. Rebounded by Midwest City. So they're really boxing out right because their offense, their rebounds have been a lot better. Panay Vashengote over the side corner and hits a 3-ball. Let Trey cut it. Just what the Wolverines needed to get to 30. Whistle coming back on the other end and another blocking foul. Both teams with 4 now. It's going to be on Panay Vashengote. Rucker will check back in. He'll replace Barnes. All alone on that corner, and then he's going to drive, stop, readjust, up off the glass, no good. Loose ball picked up by the Midwest City Bombers. So you try to get their one-handed rebound, but it was into a Bomber's hand. Goes quickly to the lane. Soft touch up off the glass is good to make it 23. Leads to 7. But Midwest City, here comes the Bombers, coast to coast. No good. Too much up off the glass. Gets their own rebound against 2 defended. Stolen away. Pick the pocket. Here comes the Wolverines. Down the floor. Rucker. Outside corner. Couple of dribbles inside the lane. Too much up off the glass for Burrell. Doesn't get that. Midwest City Bombers. Kind of a loose ball. Kind of a loose cannon. Comes up Bombers. Corner. Whistle. Travel. Turnover on the edge. With 30 seconds left to go, Wolverines with the lead. Was a 6-point lead for a while. Midwest City tries every time they get down to that point, and it's 7 right now. Wolverines have answered. And that's been the story of the first half, but man, nature of 2 halves. If a team gets cold in this one, could be lights out. Both effective right now. Cross-quarter pass over to the near side to Rucker. Lets that one sail. Going to let that one go to the 3 from the let Trey cut it 3. Answers the 3 on the other way. On the other side, no good. Coming back down at the buzzer. Lets that one go. Hits the rim and misses. Midwest City launched one, and they go into the locker room down 10. Largest lead tonight Wolverines lead 33-23. We've got a long way to go in this one. We'll have Jordan Ray from the Midwest City Bombers come join us. And we'll have more in the second half coming up right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. We also provide residential trash services for Lawton's outlying communities. We've got a solution for small businesses, contractors, construction companies, and everybody in between. We're a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Lawton Community Health Center's high-quality health care is convenient to wherever you are in the region. We're here for you, whether it's our main clinic on Southwest Lee Boulevard or any of our other locations in Lawton. LCHC has additional clinics in Marlow, Comanche, Cache, Medicine Park, Apache, Elgin, and Burns Flat, with more on the way. Enjoy peace of mind knowing quality care from experienced providers is always available. LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping to get more for less. Save at your local Goodwill today.
All right, back here at the Wolverine Gym, and before we get to Coach Marco Gagliardi, going to talk a little bit about the Great Plains Invitational coming up Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We got Jordan Ray for the Midwest City Bombers, represents Midwest City. 33-23, largest lead, 10-point lead. What's your take on this game so far?
Well, Midwest City, they like to play dangerous. They were down 15 in the first half against Millwood on Saturday. They came back and won that game. For this game, I'm not so sure. Lawton High probably feels like they should be scoring more points as well. So I think in this case, Midwest City is just not looking comfortable with any shots they take. The team defense for Lawton High has been the best aspect of the game for both teams right now, and they're just making it really hard for Midwest City to take any comfortable shots. So also want to pass on that Del City, again, they are bringing in football players to join the team for the first time yesterday. So they're not that seasoned as far as basketball goes, but they are up on Altus 33-21. Tavon Johnson, one of their best defensive ends in football, had a nice reverse layup at the end of the first half to put the score at what it is. Also in 5A basketball, we also see Duncan is trailing Classen 38-19. Nobles leading at Santa Fe South 34-26. So there's some of the games going on. I want to thank real quick our crossover sponsors for this. That includes Dynamic Health Clinic. Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries. is able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better, recover faster. Dynamic Health Clinic. Triple Elite Screen Printing. Find world-class design, hot new styles at Triple Elite Screen Printing. And Toonie Buys Houses. We buy and renovate homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call us today for a cash offer. 405-931-3046. Finally, Patrick Newby, Farmers Insurance. Farmers Insurance. Their agency is family-owned and operated and have been striving to serve the public for over 40 years now. They're your local Midwest City insurance agency. Call them at 405-733-7671. But again, in this game, Eric, I have not seen Deshaun Denson for Midwest City make a shot yet. And he is their leading returning scorer and dynamic three-point shooter. But, of course, teams didn't focus on him much last year because they also had Roy Henderson and, of course, Carl Sean Young. Now he's the focal point of teams on defense, and you can see he's struggling a bit with that right now. He overcame that against Millwood again a few days ago. We'll see if he does here. But Lawton High doing a very good job of shutting him down.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Jordan Ray representing the Mid-Del area with Midwest City, Carl Albert, and Del City. And joining me right now is Coach Marco Gagliardi from the MacArthur Highlanders. What's your take on this one, since you can just sit back and watch as a spectator instead of being on the floor coaching?
Yeah, I don't get to do this very much. The view from way up here is not very good. No. The rails are in your way.
Yeah,
I
understand.
And if you want a good view, it's so crowded. I like the bench better, but no, this is about what I expected. Two really good teams. Obviously, Midwest City lost quite a bit after their state championship. They lost two really, really, really good players. So now Denson's got to really produce every night, and he struggled the first half, but they can heat up quick.
Yeah,
he can heat up quick. I mean, he's hit 8 against us before, 8 threes in a game. So, but, normally Midwest City's the one that pressures you and really turns you over. I felt like Lawton High pressured Midwest City more than vice versa. So, interested to see if Midwest City makes any adjustments second half.
Well, I wanted to invite you up here to talk a little bit about something exciting for the Lawton area. If you want to see some great basketball, you've started this with, is this 3 years or 4 years?
3.
3 years ago, the Great Plains Invitational. Tell us what teams are going to come in, and you can watch that on the Oklahoma Sports Network as well.
Yeah, we got the same field as last year. We had Tulsa Memorial's coming down, which is always good,
really
to get state champion quality teams coming down. Newcastle's, they're loaded up this year. They'll be back down. U.S. Grant, Oklahoma City Storm. Putnam City got out, but they were replaced by the Storm. And then we open up with Northwest Classen, who's really scrappy, good 6A team. And so we're on the same side of the bracket as Lawton High. I'm sure you have that bracket, and you'll be posting it here, over Thursday or Friday. But,
right.
Yeah, it's a really good field. I'm really excited. And Brandon Kephart did a really good job. So he's heading it up this year. Eisenhower coach Brandon Kephart, and he did a really good job putting that all together. And so I'm really excited to get that thing rolling.
And what about your team? What are you excited about to get started with you for MacArthur?
We've had one game, and then we had a 9-day break, so it was kind of weird. We played really good our first game.
Yeah.
Won big. And practices have been really spirited. We're anxious to play another color jersey. So I would expect us to play really hard this weekend. It's going to be a battle. Northwest Classen's good. If we happen to get by them, you got Lawton High waiting, and obviously we all know Lawton High is really good. So I expect my basketball team to just play really, really hard and compete really, really hard and just play the right way. And hopefully that we end up on the right side of the scoreboard. But if not, hey, we'll learn from it and move on.
All right, so Marco Gagliardi, head coach of the MacArthur Highlanders, can enjoy this one. It is a 10-point lead, 33-23, but don't go anywhere. Midwest City Bombers still have to make a statement in the second half. We'll do that right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success, and finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
All right, welcome back to the Lawton High Wolverine Gym. We've got a great one tonight. In fact, we're glad that you are seated up with us as we'll put 8 on the board and get ready for third quarter action. And as we always say, in this kind of setting, it's streak. I mean, and I'm going to play a little bit since we're going to hold Marco here a little bit for us. If you were Midwest City coach, what are you telling your team at the half?
Man, they just got to they got to get their best players some shots, and they got to quit turning it over. So they just got to be a little more poised, a little more under control. When Lawton High pressures, they just got to make them pay. You know, they've missed a lot of close ones. So we'll see if they can play a little more under control this half. All
right, so we're going to switch ends of the court. Wolverines side corner. Puts that one, airs out for a 3, rims out, no good. And just like that, the Wolverines with a 10-point lead misses their first. Coming back down on the other end is the Midwest City Bombers. Going to wait for a give and go. Outside, no good. Rebounded. And a whistle on the floor. What's the call here?
Looked like he got underneath Denson when he went up for a rebound.
All right, so the Wolverines are going to be tagged with their first team foul. How do you like the 5 per quarter for the?
Love it.
Love it.
Yeah,
it makes the ball
it
go
doesn't
faster.
penalize you for the entire half. You
Right.
know, I mean, I've had games where I'm in I'm in the double bonus by 4 minutes into the half, and they're shooting free throws for the next 12 minutes. It's just it makes it really difficult. So I really like it.
Kind of makes the ball game go a little bit faster too.
It does.
Little turnaround jumper is good. So the Bombers strike first. Second half of what we talk about is streak basketball. You could be cold the first half and hotter than ever in the second, and vice versa. Whatever you did in the first half, kind of throw out. A little bit of physicality, whether they're wanting a hold coming in. And it is going to be a hack there for Midwest City, and the Bombers pick up their first team foul. Going to take it out underneath. Wolverines kind of led from the get-go, and we've got a whistle. Oh, got it. Bombers with a hold down underneath.
This game was pretty physical in the first half.
Yeah, I saw that.
I wonder if the refs are going to try to clean it up a little bit, or if they're going to let them really play.
Fast break opportunity coming the other way. Up and off the glass, hard no, and that's going to be a foul on the way in.
You know, at times with teams that are really athletic like these two, it just can turn into a football game sometimes.
Right.
You know, where there's hands everywhere, and just really, 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 really physical.
And my experience last year is that's what Lawton High's philosophy. They play physical. Even if they get into foul trouble, they don't back away from that, is what I'm saying, is that seems to be their philosophy.
Yeah, that's both of these teams' style. And they do it really well, and it wears you down. And, you know, if you can't handle it for 32 minutes, eventually you get worn down, and that's what a lot of times they're banking on. They both do it really well.
Why haven't you let Trey cut it where appointments prevent disappointments? Gets them both
Good start for Midwest City.
Sure is, and they're doing it on the free throw line. And
Midwest City's already got 3 fouls now.
Already picked those up early, and boy, they have not been able to put the Wolverines in the bonus. They've stayed away from that in the first 2 quarters. They both have 3, and we got 6:46 just here in the third quarter.
And, like you said, even if they have 8 fouls this quarter, they reset for the fourth.
Right. That's
so,
nice.
You only get penalized for a couple minutes here in this third quarter if you get in the bonus.
All right, so top coming for Patrick. Patrick Vera looks for a little bit of help, slides to his right, puts it up and in for 2.
Yeah, nice play there. He can fill it up, man.
Makes it 35-27. 6:26 left to go. Lets that one sail, no good. Rebounded by Deans. Deans is going to take it, goes past his defender, goes coast to coast. Reverse layup, up and in for 2 is good.
He's so physical.
Makes it back to a 10-point lead. Here comes the Bombers.
Another
Turnover. Wolverines coming back with Panay Vashengote. Looking for a little bit of help. Back up top to Deans. Deans will look for a little bit of a pick, little help. He'll roll left. Over to Barnes. Barnes over in that left wing. Takes it up. Inside the lane, no good. Deans with a putback is good for 2. 39-27 now the largest lead for the Wolverines with 5.5 to go here in quarter number 3.
Midwest City's got to be careful here. If they don't kind of stop the bleeding a little bit, this could turn to 15 or 20 real quick.
Inside the lane, little soft touch, gets the little bit of rim action, up and good.
That's a good answer right there. And then they get a turnover.
Just like that. So they get the 2 to chip it away back to 10. And coming back down the other way with 5:10 left to go here in the third. Greg Hinton on videography, myself, Eric Sherman. Special guest Marco Gagliardi, head coach of the MacArthur Highlanders, who has an off night on a Tuesday. Kind of weird to say off night on Tuesday, huh?
Man, it's weird. The schedule just fell so weird. We last Friday we were supposed to play, but we were supposed to play Carl Albert, but they're in the state finals, so they had to move that game around. And,
Elgin had to move their games around too, and you're going to play them. In not too long, in January.
I'm wondering if Green's. I think we have them on the schedule next week. I'm wondering if Green's going to call me and say, "Hey, hey, can we reschedule? Because they're in the finals, right?"
Right.
Yeah.
They're playing Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep. So outside corner, top of the key. 450. Drives. Oh, no, that's on the floor. I was going to say, too, a lot of these teams, right before holiday break, you got finals next week, you're out for holiday break. A lot of times teams will play like right after Christmas, before January. You did it before the break. I think that's pretty cool. That's a nice way to set up your tournament.
Well, the OSSA, there's only so many tournament weeks, and it's set by the OSSA. There's 2 in December, and there's 2 in January, and you could choose, and so it's really we kind of just lucked into it that the Coliseum just had this open, and I would have taken it at any time, but we lucked into this, and it fit in our schedule perfectly, and I don't think it's ever going away now. I think it's one of the premier tournaments. We got some of the best teams, great hospitality, tons of support. We pay for hotels. Teams come and travel. I mean, Tulsa Memorial's getting 24 rooms free. I mean, that's good. We really treat the teams really, really well.
Lets that one sail from the outside and puts it in for a 3 ball. I'll let Trey cut it 3. And that's what you need to continue with your lead if you're the Wolverines. Midwest City comes back, tries to answer. Back iron's no good. Loose ball on the floor. Picks that one up inside the lane. Free floater, but then he loses that, and the ball goes out of bounds. Was that Brewer that hit that 3?
Yeah, Champ.
Champ is really...
He could play.
Yeah, he's really heated it up. And, really a bench player, too. I mean, just come up off the glass. That's a nice, strong underneath.
I think last year he was kind of a spot starter. I think he's going to be a permanent starter.
Oh, what a flower by Deans. Deans just was floating in air, and a timeout on the floor. They want to talk about it. We'll talk it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Bar S Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
All right, back here to action after the timeout. With 3:44 left to go. Bombers trying to look for an answer. Lets that one float. Steele coming back down the other way. Up off the glass for two is good for Young. Wolverines really capitalizing on everything. Coming back on the other end of the floor with a quiet answer. Just softly answering the way you need to.
Yeah, Lawton High just comes at you, and they keep coming, and they keep coming, and they keep coming.
Ooh,
that
is that going to be
foul? That was foul.
A foul and a three, and he's going to shoot three. Now, we saw that earlier with Champ Brewer, and Champ hit all three of them.
Yep.
So, as a coach, that just drives you nuts. You say, you just don't want to foul the three-point shooter, especially if it goes in. It's like making a 4-point swing.
Never a good time to foul a three-point shooter ever at any time.
Well, that's true.
You just gotta make them make that shot.
First shot is up and good.
Midwest City, if they want to come back in this game, they have to stop Lawton High's transition, which means they got to quit turning it over. If they keep turning it over, Lawton High is going to keep laying it up. They're never going to be able to close this gap.
Deans misses the second in and out. We'll go for the third, Kind of hit the cylinder and back out. It's Panay Bashengote. Eyes for the third at the charity stripe. Shot up and in. So he gets two of the three. And a timeout on the floor by the Wolverines. So we'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker-Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker-Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
All right, so after the timeout, 3:10 left to go in the third quarter. I'm not quite sold out on the fact that this one is anyway decided the way basketball goes, but Lawton High has really put their foot on the gas and has remained that with 3:06 left to go.
This one's got to get going right here, number 5. Denson's got to get going.
Going to go baseline, throws an acrobatic ball up, loose ball on the floor. Oh, he throws it right into a Midwest City Bomber, up and in. That was just uncharacteristic, and we'll see this on the replay. Because, man, you hate to have this happen. Like, you pick it up, and then you throw it, and he just steps back right there, right where need be. And if you're a Bombers fan, you love that happen to get the shot and the foul.
Yeah, I'm listening to Lawton High's coach Chevis down here. I think he tried to call timeout when Panay had the ball on the floor. Ref didn't hear him, didn't get it. Turns into a three-point play for Midwest City.
So as we say, chipping away at that lead. 12-point lead by the Wolverines with 2:38 left to go. Deans going to find the corner.
Don't leave him open.
Yeah, Champ Brewer. 3 hits. Oh, and then Champ Brewer gets the rebound outside to Panay. Fashion Gote for 3. Rims out. Tries to put the putback up by Young is no good, and a whistle on the floor.
Boy, Avi really, he crashes the boards hard for a guard.
Yeah.
Lawton High is just relentless on the glass. You gotta be able to rebound with them, and right now they're kind of winning the rebound edge.
Deans, little floater. Gets it to 50. Say, this is a statement for these 3 teams in this district with Del City, Midwest City. Oh, man. Puts a little stamp of approval on that with the let Trey cut it 3 ball. That's how you answer in a hurry. Just play your ball, you know. Just don't let it get away from you. Whistle on the floor. Coming back here. Taking it out of bounds on the side.
It's kind of been that kind of night for Midwest City. They get a steal, and then they travel immediately. You know, they haven't really capitalized on Lawton High's mistakes.
So Champ Brewer will take from the inbounds, both with 4 team fouls here in this quarter with 1:44. Loose ball picked up Midwest City, and now it's stolen. Floater gets deflected by Young, and then it's back out into the hands of Midwest City. So kind of sloppy loose ball again. Same thing here. Gets across. Young going to take it strong to the hoop, misses it. Deans, and there's 3 on top of 1. I don't think a jump ball was called. Was it? It was a foul. So the Bombers get charged with the foul. That is the 5th, and that will put them in the bonus for the remainder minute 23.
Seems like there's a little bit of traction issue. I've seen a few Midwest City kids kind of slipping and sliding all over the place. Kind of weird right there at half court, but.
So the charity stripe for Deans at the line. Let Trey cut it. Why don't you let Trey cut it? Appointments. Don't make disappointments. Second shot coming up. Couple of bounces, eyes the rim up, hits the front of the rim, no good, rebounded by the Bombers. Here comes the Bombers quickly down the floor with $1:19 left to go in the third. From way downtown, hits that one. And a timeout on the floor is just what the doctor ordered to bring it 42. Like I said, don't go anywhere. This is going to be a fast and furious 4th, and we're not even there yet. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
All right, back here at the Lawton High Gym after the timeout and after the big 3 from downtown for Midwest City. Chipping that lead. Now we're back to 8. Wolverines will inbounds with Young. He'll give it off to Panay. Oh, and then into Deans and a little bit of push on the way around. And we're in the bonus, so that means the Wolverines will go to the line. They'll shoot 2. You know, don't you think as a coach, you're never really comfortably
no.
You know, in basketball.
This is not comfortable for either coach.
I understand.
You don't
that.
like being up 8 when you were just up 15,
right?
And you don't like being down 8 when you've been down the entire game, right? I mean, this game could definitely go either way. So it's just whichever team's going to execute the best. It may turn into a free throw contest in the fourth quarter. They just got to make free throws and execute. So, but that's why we all play. We love it.
Dean's second shot is good. So he gets the one to make it 51. Going to come back, whistle on the floor with about a minute left to go. I want to thank Coach Marco Gagliardi for spending a little time. Have to do a little bit of home with the kids. Still a school night. Want to capitalize on that. And we understand what we appreciate his third quarter representation. Always like to get a coach's perspective. That charity stripe would let Trey cut it. Trying to cut into the lead. Shot up and good. Back down with Brewer. Brewer puts it up, misses, gets the putback up by Barnes, and a whistle on the floor. They're both in the bonus now with only 51 seconds left to go. Fouls on Brandon Dixon. To the line is Barnes, puts it up, rims out on your charity stripe. Let Trey cut it. Try to bring it back up to 9 and does. 9-point lead with 51 seconds left to go. And we'll have the final 8 minutes here in a minute. It's going to be an exciting finish, I'm sure. Midwest City, of course, trying to make that statement as defending state champions. 3 ball from the outside corner, no good. Gets the rebound, put back up is good. You got to box out in that lane. Sure enough, they do what they need to. And now a turnover. Bombers will have an advantage of the bucket turnover, and let's see if they can convert here. Bring it back to a 6. What do we say about that magical number for 6 for Lawton High? Goes baseline, puts it up and in. Now it's a 5-point lead. Almost with 16 seconds, got a foul as he goes strong to the line is Barnes. Almost a clean tie up there, but nonetheless. Barnes to the line, quiet. Jim, back iron's no good. Boy, you need those. Just so important to hit those free throws. Wolverines were up by 15. The lead is only 5. That's why we say streaks in basketball. This fourth quarter should be really interesting. Final 16 seconds remaining in the third. And there is a blocking foul. And we're already in the charity stripe as Barnes picks up one. 11.9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Glad you could join us on the network. For those who are watching on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. For those on Facebook, give us a like, give us a follow. Follow us there. Second game of our doubleheader. We had the girls earlier, Midwest City Lady Bombers with the win. Look who's clawed back into this one. But I don't know what else you'd expect. Gets it, 49. Back to a 4-point lead with 11 seconds. If the Wolverines can just get out of this third quarter. The latter part of the third quarter has not been friendly for them. Some turnovers and missed opportunities. They got hot for a while. Going to throw that one out to Young. 11.9 seconds. We got this whistled stop. Pointing on the other side of the court. Take it out there. Down to 10 seconds. Final shot for the Wolverines. Goes coast to coast, lays it up, hits the rim, rolls out, no good. 2 seconds, put back, and there is a jump ball called with 0.6 seconds. 0.6 seconds. Not really anything, but just let's get to the fourth quarter. Got to throw that one up. Throws that one. Another one, back irons. Right before the half, it hit the front of the rim. That could have been 3 just as easily for the Midwest City Bombers, but we have a 53-49 Wolverine lead going into the fourth quarter. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your new home or remodeling project, build it right with Comanche Home Center. Our professional staff can help you every step of the way to make sure you get the best lumber, tools, and supplies to tackle any job imaginable. Give us a call today for a free estimate. Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Welcome back to the Lawton High Gym and welcome into the fourth and final period. 8 minutes to go unless you see an overtime game. Fourth quarter is brought to you by Home Tech Solutions, providing you with the best heating and cooling maintenance and solutions, both residential and commercial throughout the state of Oklahoma. With over 20 years of experience, call for a free estimate. Heaters down, you want to look at that. Air conditioning in the summertime, they'll take care of you. 580-919-0328. Call for a free estimate, 580-919-0328. Well, hang on, for we told you it was going to be a ride. Wolverines have not really capitalized on free throws this last quarter. Got out of the third. Let's see what they can do in the fourth. A slim, narrow lead, up by 15 at one point. Stayed at 10 at the half. And the Midwest City Bombers have chipped away ever since then. Little floater trying to go up hard with Deans, no good. Rebounded by the Midwest City Bombers. Here comes the Bombers on the end of the floor. That hits the rim, no good. Rebounded by Panay Vashengote. Puts this one out from long, downtown, no good. Rebound, puts it up, waits, stops, and then a foul at the very end. So you can kind of see this as a lot of exchange down underneath. When the Bombers pick up their first team foul of the fourth quarter. Our charity stripe sponsor, let Trey cut it. See, the dreaded not, man, if you're coach, you're going to say that's all we're going to do. After this practice, that's all we're going to do. We're just going to shoot free throws. I mean, he just rims out as Barnes misses the first, tries to capitalize. Got to make these. These are so, so important. Gets the second one to fall to make it 54. Back to a 5-point lead. Midwest City Bombers come across. Tries to split the defenders, and that wasn't going to work very hard. He tries to get in between them, but no. Hard foul on the floor. The Wolverines pick up their first. .7:14 remaining. Gets his own rebound, no good. Rebound, Wolverines on the defensive boards. Floater outside. Top to Deans. Deans will back out with 6:55 remaining. Back out to Champ Brewer. Brewer for three, no good. Rebound, Wolverines. They get the offensive boards into Brewer. Makes one bounce up off the glass. That's all you need. Doesn't have to be fancy. Puts it up for two. 7-point lead. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Midwest City. Back out. Little floater inside. Hits the back of the rim, no good. And there is a whistle coming back down as a jump ball called. I think they're going to have to fix the scoreboard. Oh, man, they cleared it, and we're going to find out how much time is left. That's going to be very interesting because as they blanked it out, it went to 10. Okay, now it's back to 6-12. They got to get the score right because they had Midwest City as 148 points. We knew that wasn't right. They're going to have to do it the old manual way. They get it up there. They get it to 56. They got it on the home. That's what the stoppage of play is. Really kind of a problem with the scoreboard. And they had to – they're going to make it 48, but we're going to shoot 2. They got it right now. I said they made it 48. It's 49. I knew I wasn't doubting myself. I kept up with it. 7-point lead, but now back to a let Trey cut it 3-ball charity stripe for the Midwest City Bombers. Couple of bounces up and in. They're a state champion for a reason. Still defending state champions with a 6-point Lawton High lead with 6:08 left to go here in regulation. Second shot also up and good. So what they were able to do, what Lawton High was not, is capitalize on free throws. Hate to say it, but that's really what the game has been. And the Wolverines have kind of been closed off with their shooting. And then when the fouls come, that hasn't been a help. 2 team fouls for the Wolverines, only 1 for Midwest City. So we got a long way to go for any of them to be in the bonus. Deans waits, crosses in between 2 defenders, looks back up top for Young. Young gets a little carry, and there is a whistle on the floor. And a foul by the Midwest City Bombers. Make their second. Wolverines will inbounds from underneath their own goal. Barnes up to Deans. Deans dribbles between his legs. Got 1 defender. He'll back up with 5:30 to go. Oh, a little floater to try to get to Panay Vashengote for a slam. That would have got the gym up and excited, but we got a foul on the way in. Boy, you saw the design, and that's why he backed up so far away. You can see they kind of timed it up right there. Missed the opportunity. But nonetheless, what do we say? The very important shooting for 2, charity stripe. Let Trey cut it. Why not let Trey cut it? Where appointments prevent disappointments. See what he can do here at the line. First shot, no good. So Panay misses his first. Substitutions coming in for the Midwest City Bombers. Second shot, no good. Back irons, misses them both. Loose ball, almost tried to tie that one up for what would have been a jump ball. Lets that one sail for 3, no good. Off the mark, Midwest City with the rebound. 5-point lead, trying to chip away at it. They miss. So both teams gotten cold here as Barnes needs a little, or Rucker needs a little bit of help. Gets it across. Outside to Panay. Panay for 3, lets that one sail. Hits nothing, but Deans with a putback is good. Deans was right where he needed to be to make it a 7-point lead. 4:47 left to go. Back irons no good. Loose ball on the floor. Picked up by Barnes. Barnes to Deans. Deans puts it up. No good. Panay with a putback and back-to-back points as Panay does the cleanup with the junk to make it 60-51. 4:31 left to go. Midwest City to come respond. Floater. No. Off the rim. Barnes with the rebound. Back over to Deans. They'll slow the thing just down just a little bit. Midwest City putting the pressure. 4:17 left to go. here in the fourth quarter. Crosses the timeline, heavily guarded, looking for a play down below. Nobody's down below. Everybody's on the outside corners. Rucker, Panay hits the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded Midwest City on the fast break. Coming up, stops, pops, puts it up for three. No good. High in the air is Panay Vashengote, and a whistle and a foul. And the 9-point lead with 3:53 left to go here in the fourth. Got an exciting one here. Glad you could join us on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Inbounds is Rucker. Rucker will tap it over to Deans. Tavarius Deans will cross the timeline. He'll be on that far side. Looks to drive. Goes right. Heavy-handed. Little dish off over to Young. Nice Rucker goes strong to the hoop, and he'll shoot two. So what you need right here is watch his style. There's three defenders waiting for him to clash through, and Rucker will shoot for two in the charity stripe. Boy, young man, put him in when you need him. Here, let Trey cut it. Charity stripe. Up and in. Back to a 10-point lead. So as you say, streaks in basketball of how it goes. The Wolverines had the lead. Midwest City dipped into that. Rucker just needs to hit this one. And does. 11-point lead. With 3:27 left to go here in the fourth. Not going away is Midwest City, and going to get called of. We do have Midwest City with their fifth foul. Will put the Wolverines to the bonus the rest of the way. And it will be 3 team fouls for the Wolverines with 3:18 left to go here in the fourth. Higher off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Deans. Deans crosses the timeline. Going to slow things down maybe just a little bit. Just passing the ball around, but almost gets that stolen. Gets that one to come back up in his hands at the last second. Young back over to Deans, and we'll start over with 2:49. Same thing, just a lot of passing. Panay Vashengote. Now we're just going to play keep away a little bit, milk the clock. They're not playing that aggressive run, almost loses it. Rucker loses his balance and a tie-up, and they wanted to call a timeout before the jump ball. Let's see. Got a little skirmish on the floor, and there was indeed a timeout called. So a timeout is called. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
All right, back here at the Lawton High Gym. Got a fun one here with 2:33 left to go, and we're not finished yet. The Home Tech Solutions fourth quarter, 62-51. Wolverines with the lead with 2:33 left to go in this one. Greg Hinton, videographer, and doing the camera work. Myself, Eric Sherem, on a Tuesday night in the Lawton High Gym, ready to start basketball season. Don't forget, football not quite over yet. Elgin Owls with their first appearance at the state finals in football. They will be playing Saturday at 1 o'clock against Tuttle. Carl Albert will play Guthrie at 7 o'clock. both on the Oklahoma Sports Network for an audio-only presentation. Young. Going to do this again. Rucker. Going to drive. They're really playing keep away to milk that clock as much as possible. Midwest City knows it. Now they steal the pass. Coming across. Floater up off the glass and rolls in for 2. So that's what can happen when you do that and you don't play smart ball. They can get a 3 and everything else in exchange and a timeout on the court. Don't go anywhere. 62-53 is nothing in a game like this. Be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, AeroSign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. AeroSign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
All right, back here at the Lawton High Gym. Got 2:05 remaining in this one, and you play the slow ball, the stall ball, and then you get a steal, and you've already taken the foot off the gas a little bit. And they're playing very aggressive, and there's another steal. Another opportunity coming back the other way. 3 ball on the way, and the loose hits the back iron, no good. Rebounded by the Wolverines. Boy, they escaped a big one there. 3 against 1. Had to bounce back to Deans. Barely gets it out. Deans to Panay Vashagote for the slam, and that's good for 2. So Panay puts it down, just what you needed for a little bit of breathing room. With a $140, 64-53 back to an 11-point lead. But right there, that missed 3 was crucial because that would have really turned not that the tide can't turn here in a minute 38, but they needed that. And then no one at the home floor, Panay gets the slam, gets that one to bring home for the 2. And the foul, the follow-up for the Midwest City Bombers. I think that foul is going to be on Stevens, I guess. They say number 2. Yeah. Wolverines are only 3 team fouls. They're in the bonus right now for Midwest City. And, boy, that crucial one to hit, make it 65. Big statement game early in this season with a district such as this with Midwest City, Del City, and Lawton High. Lawton High will play against with all 3 Lawton schools Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the Great Plains Invitational, and you'll be able to catch that on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Minute and a half left to go here in this one. Midwest City, desperation, needs something with a bucket, maybe a 3. Outside, long ball from way downtown, hits it, and the 3 ball hits just what the doctor ordered. Bring it to 56. Back to a 10-point lead with 1:15 left to go. Almost threw that one out of the way, but they give that one over to Champ Brewer. Brewer looks for a little bit of help to Deans. Deans back down below. Why not? Put it up. No good. Rebounded Midwest City. Less than a minute to go. Double teamed. Going to take a little bit of time to get it across court with 53 seconds left to go. Let that one sail for 3. No good. Rebound. What a rebound that is. Comes across, but then a steal. Loose ball thrown by Midwest City. Outside for a 3. Relook. Put back out. 3 again on the way. Rattles in and out, and that's been a good story in the fourth quarter. Hold the ball is what Coach says. 4 seconds left to go. Back down. Slam from Panay Vashagote. And staying up on the rim. And I'm going to say that there's going to be another technical on that. We'll stay here because what I thought a whistle would have been. It is a technical foul up on the rim. Stayed up there too long. But it was really trying to hammer that home. And excited on their home floor. We'll go back on the other end to shoot two, unfortunately. I mean, you got the excitement in your gym. I understand, and it's like (57-68). Bashagote will go to the bench. .25 seconds remain. From way downtown, hits the back iron, no good. Gets the rebound, loose ball stolen by the Wolverines. Backdoor, up off the glass, no good, but a put back by Dean's no good. Gets the rebound with 9 seconds, puts it up softly, no good. Fourth time, it's a charm, no good. Rebounded Midwest City. Bombers with 3 seconds down to 2, and that will do it. The Lawton High Wolverines on their home floor defeat the defending state champion, the Midwest City Bombers, 68-58. They did get that corrected, so a 10-point contest to end it, 68-58. They'll see each other again. Don't forget, we have got an exciting 3 days of basketball with the Great Plains Invitational Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all 3 Lawton schools. You'll catch them in action. Don't forget, Saturday we've got Elgin taking on Tuttle, and that's going to be for a state title, the first time in school history. And then also you're going to have the Carl Albert Titans. If they beat Guthrie, they will surpass Ada with the most titles in school for any school in the state of Oklahoma. I want to thank Home Tech for Home Tech Solutions for being our fourth quarter sponsor. And we want to thank also Let Trey Cut It, both our Charity Stripe sponsor and our 3-ball sponsor. 68-58, that is a final from the Wolverine Gym. We'll be back in action, of course, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for all of that. Follow us on your app. Download us there. Follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on X. You can catch us pretty much anywhere. For Greg Hinton, for myself, Eric Sherm, you've been watching a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network. Wolverines win 68-58. You've been watching this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.